Hello everyone, I am Gaurav Dungal, presently posted as Chief Financial Officer in Gangtok Smart City Development Limited, while otherwise I am Senior Accounts Officer in Government of Sikkim. Here's my small profile. I cleared the recruitment exam for staff officer in 2012 in Cisco Bank, and I worked there for 3 years, after which I got recruited to Government of Sikkim as Accounts Officer. That was in 2015. I now am Senior AO as I have been promoted once, but this recruitment exam was for Accounts Officer. Apart from that, I have cleared a few more exams and I have failed in a lot more than these. So that's a small experience with competitive exams that I have, which I feel will be useful to the aspirants of today. So these are the four parts which I've covered, and let's begin. First of all, let's see the exam pattern. This is the official notification which has been issued by SBS. So English language is for 25 marks, quantitative aptitude and data analysis and interpretation. The serial number 2 and 3 are mathematics of up to class 10 level. This is for 100 marks. General economy and banking awareness, which is for 50 marks, probably means there will be much more weightage from economy and banking awareness and a little less from the rest of general knowledge. So please prioritize your studying time accordingly. Reasoning and computer aptitude is for 25 marks. Every competitive exam that takes place has the exact same syllabus. Only difference that I noticed with this one is that the weightage differs, and this computer aptitude is not a part of most exams. In this one it is, so that's something new. So I'm going to share my knowledge and experience regarding these kind of exams, and I hope it will be useful for competitive exams that you are going to appear. So for English, which is for 25 marks, let's go through syllabus once. It contains comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, verbal ability. Hope you have read this already. There is only one book that you need, which is High School English Grammar and Composition by Wren and Martin. You can find this in any bookstore in Gangtok. Next, I'm going to talk about the next two parts together because it's basically the same thing: quantitative aptitude and data analysis and interpretation. If you go through syllabus, it's all simplification, profit and loss, mixtures, all that. So up to class 10 level syllabus for mathematics. And if you go through data analysis and interpretation syllabus, you can see that it's pie chart, line graph, tabular graph, bar graph, and all that. So that again is class 10 level statistics. The extra that you can see is permutation and combination in both data analysis and interpretation as well as in quantitative aptitude. So that is class 11 level. So please don't be too afraid of mathematics. If you practice well, you can do it well enough. Recommended books and CERT book, and apart from that, there's only one book you need, which is Quantitative Aptitude by R.S. Agarwal, and this applies to both quantitative aptitude and data analysis and interpretation because it is the same thing. It's mathematics, it's statistics. Trick is to practice until you master it, and CERT books is for you to understand all the concepts. Please practice this, and once you are thorough with concept, please move on to difficult questions. You can find very difficult questions in these books and very challenging ones. Make sure you solve everything more than once. Let's move on. General economy and banking awareness. So financial awareness, current affairs, general knowledge, banking awareness, economic affairs, static awareness. These all categories aren't so much needed since it has been notified differently. General knowledge becomes a little less serious out of this syllabus because general knowledge covers everything under the sun, and learning that can be quite time consuming without much of returns. Recommended books, NCERT books. This again is fairly easy to get and much bulky to study, but you have to study. Sikkim Guide, by any Sikkim Guide you get in market, and please go through. There will be a few questions from Sikkim. And for general studies and current affairs, you can order specific books online. I believe it will be available in Amazon. Please search General Studies by Made Easy Publications. Let's go to reasoning and computer aptitude. Usual reasoning syllabus, verbal reasoning, syllogism, all that. If you have appeared in competitive exams before, you know what is going to be asked in reasoning. And for computer aptitude, starts from internet memory. So there are some very big topics like networking, and there are some relatively small topics like keyboard shortcuts. A funny thing that I noticed is that this section is for for 25 questions and 25 marks, while the number of topics given is more than 25. So if you don't have any prior knowledge about networking, which is a very big topic to cover, you can skip that, because maximum 1 and minimum 0 questions will be asked from that. So please prioritize properly. Same goes to every other topic in this section. Whichever topics you have some prior knowledge, please focus on that, and bigger topics which you know nothing about can be skipped, because maximum 1 question will be asked and your time will be better utilized if you focus on things that you are proficient in. Regarding books for this section, I would recommend A Modern Approach to Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by the legendary R.S. Agarwal. And for computer fundamentals, you can buy this book online by BP Publications. Apart from that, Crack SPSC team can send you a PDF by mail, which I believe is very elaborate and serves your purpose. Moving on, let's talk about exams that are similar to this in my view. All banking recruitment exams like SBI PO, SBI Clerk, IBPS, those exams will be similar to this. Apart from that, this common graduate level exam conducted by SSC, Staff Selection Commission, for various non-gazetted posts to Government of India has a pattern very similar to this exam. You can prepare questions that are usually asked in those exams. I believe difficulty level for this exam and SSC exam will be quite comparable. Apart from that, if you want to practice reasoning and quantitative aptitude, best exam to prepare that for is CAT. So if you gain some proficiency with CAT questions, then this exam will be really easy for you. The mathematics part, the quantitative aptitude part, the reasoning part, and data interpretation part. So that will be more than 100 marks. Moving on exam day, what you need to do. First of all, there is negative marking, which is 1/4 of 1 mark, which is assigned to each question. So that is 0.25 marks. So I won't say don't guess, but please guess wisely. And the thumb rule is that if you are confused between one of the 2 options, I don't know if there will be 4 or 5 options for this exam. In any case, if you are confused between option A and option B, or option B and option C, then only employ guesswork. Otherwise, just leave that question. That is the general thumb rule, and that even I believe is the best way to go about it. Next thing that is important in every competitive exam is time management. This one is a little different because most competitive exams take place for 2 hours and they have 200 questions. 3 hours is very sufficient, so do not think too much about time. Just be careful to not spend half an hour after one question. Be reasonable in that, and that will be enough. For first minutes inside the examination hall, please read all the questions, particularly the general knowledge ones, because that sets your subconscious mind into work and that will help you figure out the answers to the questions which you subconsciously know. Apart from that, 75% of the remaining time should be dedicated to questions that require mental work, which is for more than 100 marks. There will be some questions from English, mathematics section, a large section of reasoning and computer aptitude. That is section 5 of the question. That will be mental work. So I am assuming something around 120 questions that require mental work, and 75% of 180 minus 10, 170 will come something around 120 minutes. So that is like 1 question per minute, and that is quite reasonable. You need to be able to solve all the maths questions within 1 minute. Please take care of that. That can only be achieved through practice. The summary of this is that time is sufficient unless you make blunders. If you come across any kind of test series that you can appear, then I would recommend you to do that. A Crack SPSC team will probably be specifically designing a test series for this exam, so I'd recommend you to try that. And lastly, do not be bothered about the number of applicants appearing for this exam. This is very important because you will be hearing that it is for 26 posts and some 5,000-6,000 people have applied. So these numbers can mislead you. Only 20% of them are serious applicants, and out of the serious applicants, only 20% of them have the caliber to do something about it. So that comes down to only 4% of total applicants will be the ones who are competitive enough to get through. So if 1,000 people have applied, that will be 40 people among whom there will be competition. The rest are just numbers. So if you have watched this video, boring video until now, that means you are a serious applicant. So congratulations for that. Now you should be working on improving your caliber. Please start preparing immediately and sincerely. Thank you and all the best for your exams. May the best ones get selected.